So pag-usapan naman natin ang Rule 113, which is arrest. So definition of arrest is found in Section 1. Arrest is the taking of a person into custody in order that he may be bound to answer for the commission of an offense. So dalawa kasi ang arrest na pwedeng mangyari. No? Pwede siyang by virtue of a warrant of arrest or by a valid warrantless arrest. Yan. Okay. So, how is arrest made? Section 2 answers that for us. An arrest is made by an actual restraint of a person to be arrested or by his submission to the custody of the person making the arrest. But we have to take note that no violence or unnecessary force shall be used in making an arrest. The person arrested shall not be subjected to a greater restraint than is necessary for his detention. So, question, in the execution of the warrant of arrest, may the police use force? No, because only necessary force that commensurates with what is happening at the time of the arrest must be implemented. So, who may arrest? Who may arrest? Who may arrest? Who? So, any person, no? So, pwedeng peace officer or pwedeng a private individual. Yan. So, what is the lifetime of a warrant of arrest? None. No? So, sa warrant of arrest, unlike in search warrant na 10 days lang, in warrant of arrest, wala siyang lifetime. So, once it is issued, it remains in effect until it is enforced. Until enforced or recalled by court that issued it. So, yun nga, unlike in search warrant, the lifetime of a search warrant is only 10 days from the date of issue. So, warrant of arrest, wala. Okay. So, duty of the arresting officer, yan, aside from employing only necessary means, no, while implementing the arrest, it shall be the duty of the officer executing the warrant to arrest the accused and deliver him to the nearest police station or jail without unnecessary delay. Section 4, the execution of the warrant. The head of office to whom the warrant of arrest was delivered for execution shall cause the warrant to be executed within 10 days from its receipt. Within 10 days from the expiration of the period, the officer to whom it was assigned for execution shall make a report to the judge who issued the warrant. In case of his failure to execute the warrant, he shall state the reasons therefor. So, Section 5, arrest without a warrant. So, ito na yung mga valid warrantless arrests. A peace officer or a private person may without a warrant arrest a person. So, when in his presence, ito yung kinds of valid warrantless arrest. So, when in his presence, the person to be arrested has committed, is actually committing or attempting to commit an offense. Ang tawag dyan ay in flagrante arrest. The second type is when an offense has just been committed and he has probable cause to believe based on his personal knowledge of facts or circumstances that the person to be arrested has committed it. Ayan naman ay hot pursuit arrest. And third, when the person to be arrested is a prisoner who has escaped from penal establishment or place where he is serving final judgment or is temporarily confined while his case is pending, has escaped while being transferred from one confinement to another. So, yun naman sa mga escapees. So, in cases falling in hot pursuit and in flagrante arrest, the person arrested without a warrant shall forthwith be delivered to the nearest police station or jail and shall be proceeded against in accordance with Section 7 of Rule 112. And Section 6, the time of making an arrest. So, kailan an arrest may be made on any day and at any time of the day or night. So, kahit birthday mo, pwede kang ma-arrest. Basta meron ka search warrant. Meron kang warrant of arrest. Okay, Section 7. Method of arrest by officer by virtue of a warrant. So, itong Section 7 and 8 naman is an arrest made by a peace officer by virtue of a warrant and the other is without a warrant. Okay, So, Section 7, with warrant of arrest made by an officer. So, when making an arrest by virtue of a warrant, the officer shall inform the person to be arrested of the cause of the arrest, and the fact that a warrant has been issued for his arrest, except when he flees or forcibly resists before the officer has the opportunity to so inform him, or when giving such information will imperil the arrest. The officer need not have the warrant in his possession at any time of the arrest, but after the arrest, if the person arrested so requires, the warrant shall be shown to him as soon as possible. Section 8. If walang warrant si peace officer. When making an arrest without a warrant, the officer shall inform the person to be arrested of his authority and the cause of the arrest, unless the latter is either engaged in the commission of an offense, is pursued immediately after its commission, has escaped, flees, or forcibly resists before the officers has the opportunity to inform him, or when giving such information would imperil the arrest. Section 9 is the method of arrest by a private person. So, when making an arrest, a private person shall inform the person to be arrested of the intention to arrest, his intention to arrest, and the cause of the arrest, unless the latter is either ayun nga, engaged in the commission, pursued immediately after the commission, has escaped, flees, or forcibly resist before the person making the arrest has the opportunity to so inform him, or when giving such information would imperil the arrest. Okay, so balikan natin yung mga types of arrest. Okay. So, in flagrante, types of valid warrantless arrest. So, yung in flagrante arrest, in flagrante delicto arrest. So, yun nga, no, when in the presence of the person making the arrest, the person to be arrested is committing, has committed, or is attempting to commit an offense. So, pwede ang in flagrante. So, this means that the person making the arrest has witnessed the commission of the crime. In hot pursuit arrest naman, um, when the offense has just been committed and um, the person making the arrest has probable cause to believe, based on personal knowledge, that the person to be arrested is the one who committed it. So, ito need not be witnessed yung crime. So, the arresting person did not have witnessed the crime. So, pero kasi sa hot pursuit, so, kung hindi siya naging witness, he has probable cause to believe, no, based on his personal knowledge, that he has committed a crime. However, there must be an element of immediacy between the commission of the crime and of the arrest. So, if there is a wide gap, then there can be no hot pursuit arrest. The remedy instead is to file for a warrant of arrest. So, kung matagal naman na yung time gap, no? Ito yung commission, tas ito yung arrest. Yan. Matagal siya kasi hot pursuit may immediacy eh. Immediacy. Immediacy. Yan. So, kung matagal, ang magiging remedy mo dyan, mag-apply ka na for a warrant of arrest. Yan. So, how to get a warrant of arrest? There must be a case filed in court. Yan. So, meron din kasing ginagawa ang mga peace officer sa pag-arrest, like stop and frisk or the Terry search. No? So, pag ito, ang gagawin nila, it is also valid provided that the peace officer conducting the search has at least two circumstances upon which he has based his opinion. So, two circumstances upon which he has based his opinion. Okay. So, now let's move on dun sa mga natitirang section under this rule. Yan. So, section 10, the officer may summon assistance. An officer making a lawful arrest may orally summon as many persons as he deems necessary to assist him in effecting the arrest. Every person so summoned by an officer shall assist him in effecting the arrest when he can render such assistance without detriment to himself. In Section 11, the right of the officer to break into the building or enclosure. Yan. So, pwede siyang pumasok kung kung ayaw siyang papasukin after he has said his authority, no, and the person to be arrested is within that enclosure. Yan, so, tas nirefuse siyang i-admit there too. Yan, so, of course, Section 12, the right to break out from the building. So, kung pwede siyang pumasok, pwede rin siyang lumabas. So, whenever an officer has entered an enclosure, he may break out therefrom when necessary to liberate himself. And Section 13, the arrest after escape or rescue. If a person lawfully arrested escapes or is rescued, any person now may immediately pursue or take him without the warrant at any time and in any place in the Philippines. So, kung tumakas ka, hindi na kailangan ng warrant of arrest para maaresto ka, ano? And any person now can pursue you. And lastly, Section 14, the right of an attorney or relative to person to visit the person arrested. So, okay, ito, any member of the bar shall at the request of the person arrested or another acting in his behalf have the right to visit and confer privately with such person in the jail and other place of custody at any hour of the day or night, subject to the reasonable regulations. A relative of the person arrested may also exercise the same right. So this ends Rule 113.